Okay, now we're going to do some examples of word problems that deal with multiplying polynomials. So we have write the expression that represents the area of each figure. First example, we have a rectangle. The shape is a rectangle with, it looks like a length of 6x plus 4 and a width of 10 minus x. You can look at the length and width the other way around, that's fine. So to find the area, you're going to multiply your two values. So area is length times width for a rectangle. So we're going to write this area is length times width. So that means that my area will be equal to, let's make my length 6x plus 4. So we'll say 6x plus 4. Just this one here. We'll multiply 6x plus 4 times 10 minus x. So let's go ahead and multiply that out. So to multiply, you want to go ahead and take each term from your left side and distribute it to every term on your right hand parentheses. So we're going to go one at a time. So you want to do first, with binomials, you can use what we call FOIL, which is the first one. So you say 6x times 10, that would be 60x. So when you're multiplying the number. 6 times 10 is 60, and we only have one x, so we're good. Then you're going to do your outer, 6x times minus x, so you're distributing the 6x to everything. 6x times minus x, a positive times negative is negative. 6 times, in front of this minus x, there's an invisible 1. So the number we're multiplying actually is 1. So 6 times 1, that is 6. And then x times x, that's x to the second power. So that will give me 6x to the second power. That's the outer. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and multiply our inner. So we're going to distribute 4 now to everything on the right hand side. 4 times 10, that'll be 40, so plus 40. And then 4 times x, that'll be 4x. So plus 4x. So you can remember FOIL when you're working with binomials to remember how to multiply it out. So now, once you have distributed each of your terms on the left-hand side to everything on the right-hand side, you want to go ahead and add your like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and add 60x plus 4x, because those are my like terms. Like terms are anything with the same letter to the same exponent. So 60x and 4x, those are like terms. And then we have minus 6x squared, that's the only one of it. And then we have my plus 40 comes down. So we're going to say 60x plus 4x, that's 64x. So we end up with 64x minus 6x squared plus 40. All you want to do is go ahead and put it in. Now, after you've done that, you want to go ahead and make sure your answer is in, after you added your like terms, make sure your answer is in standard form. So we're going to go ahead and put the minus 6x squared first. So my final answer will be this. My final answer will be negative 6x to the second power. I have a plus 64x plus 10. Plus 40, sorry. Alright, let's do the next one, the next example. So here we have this. We have to find our area for this one. So again, you want to do your two sides, multiply them together. So area equals length times width. So area will be equal to 4x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. So we don't have a binomial, so we can't really use FOIL to remember. but it's still the same approach. You're distributing the 4x to every single term on the right hand side. So you're going to go ahead and do 4x times x squared. 4 times, so multiply the numbers in the front view first. 4 times 1, my coefficients. 4 times 1 will be 4. And then x times x times x squared will be x to the third power. For the exponents, you want to, x is the same thing as x plus 1, so you're adding the exponents of your variables. 1 plus 2 will be 3, okay? Next, you want to do 4x times minus 2x. 4x times negative 2x, positive times negative is negative. 8x to the 1 times x to the 1. You're going to add your exponent, that will give you x to the 2. Okay, that's x. And then, next, you want to go ahead and multiply 4x to the last term on the right hand side to the 4. 4x times 4, that will give me plus 16x. Once you're done with the 4x, you want to do the same thing with 2x. Distribute it to everything else on your right hand side. So we're going to say 2 times 2x, 2 times x squared, that will be 2x squared. 2 times minus 2x, that will be 2 times negative 2x, positive times negative is negative. It's negative 4, 2 times 2 is 4, and then we just have 1x, and then 2 times 4. 2 times plus 4, that will be plus 8. Once you have, so that's your first step. Distribute to everything on the right hand side. Once you distribute it, go ahead and underline your like terms with the same number of underlining so you can add them. So you're going to say 4x cubed, put 1 underline. Is there anything else with an x cubed? No, there's not. Minus 8x squared, put 2 lines under it. Is there anything else with x squared? Yeah, there is. This one right here, plus 2x squared. 16x, is there anything else with an x? Yeah. So we're going to put 3 lines under it, the minus 4x. And then we have finally the 8 by itself that we don't have any like terms to. So we'll leave that alone. So now we'll go ahead and add our like terms now that we've identified them. So 4x cubed, that doesn't have any like terms. So I'm just going to bring it down. Here we have minus 8x squared has 2 lines, 2x squared has 2 lines. So we're going to add those. Negative 8x squared plus 2x squared. We have 16 plus 16x has 3 lines, and so that's minus 4x. And bring down my plus 8. So now we can go ahead and combine our like terms, and we get that 4x cubed comes down. Negative 8x squared plus 2x squared, that's going to be negative 6x squared. 16x minus 4x, that's going to be, when you're adding different signs, you subtract and take the sign of the one there's more of. So 16 minus 4, that's 12, positive 12x, and then bring down my plus 8. So then I get my final answer. This is my area in terms of x. It will be 4x cubed minus 6x squared plus 12x plus 8.